Have you ever felt stuck on your path to personal growth? Do you sometimes wonder why obstacles keep popping up just when you think you're making progress? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're going to talk about how to overcome obstacles on your spiritual journey. Let's start by understanding what these spiritual obstacles are all about. They're the roadblocks we encounter as we try to grow and improve ourselves. These can be anything from self-doubt and fear to external challenges that seem to get in our way. But here's the thing. These obstacles aren't just random annoyances. They often show up for a reason, and believe it or not, they can play a big role in our growth. Think about it. When everything's smooth sailing, we don't really push ourselves, do we? It's when we face challenges that we're forced to dig deep, to find new strengths and abilities we didn't know we had. That's why understanding these obstacles is so important. They're not just problems to solve, they're opportunities to learn and grow. Now you might be wondering, how do I even start recognizing these obstacles? Well, that's where self-awareness comes in. It's all about paying attention to what's going on inside you and around you. Start by noticing when you feel stuck or frustrated. What's causing those feelings? Is it a particular situation, a person, or maybe a belief you hold about yourself? One way to boost your self-awareness is to keep a journal. Write down your thoughts and feelings regularly. Over time, you might start to see patterns. Maybe you always feel discouraged when you try something new, or perhaps you tend to avoid certain types of situations. These patterns can give you clues about what your obstacles really are. Another helpful technique is to practice mindfulness. This means paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When you're mindful, you might notice thoughts or feelings that you usually ignore. These can often point to underlying obstacles that you weren't aware of before. Understanding the root causes of your obstacles is crucial. Sometimes, what seems like the problem on the surface is just a symptom of a deeper issue. For example, if you find yourself constantly procrastinating on your spiritual practices, the real obstacle might not be laziness, but fear of change or self-doubt. Once you've started recognizing your obstacles, the next step is to change your mindset about them. This is where things get really interesting. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, try to view them as challenges that you can overcome. This shift in perspective can make a world of difference. Think about it this way. Every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. When you face a challenge and work through it, you're building new skills and capabilities. You're becoming a more powerful version of yourself. One powerful mindset shift is to stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as the creator of your own experience. This doesn't mean denying that difficult things happen. It means recognizing that you have the power to choose how you respond to those difficulties. Developing resilience is a key part of this mindset shift. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every time you face an obstacle and push through it, you're building your resilience. Now let's talk about some practical tools you can use to overcome obstacles. One of the most powerful tools is meditation. When you meditate, you create space between yourself and your thoughts. This can help you see your obstacles more clearly and respond to them more effectively. To get started with meditation, you don't need any special equipment or skills. Just find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably for a few minutes. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. When thoughts come up, and they will, just notice them and gently bring your attention back to your breath. With practice, you'll find it easier to stay focused and calm even when facing challenges. Journaling is another great tool for overcoming obstacles. We mentioned it earlier as a way to increase self-awareness, but it can also be used more actively to work through challenges. Try writing about an obstacle you're facing, describe it in detail, then brainstorm possible solutions. Often, just the act of writing can help you see things more clearly and come up with new ideas. Affirmations and visualizations can also be powerful tools. An affirmation is a positive statement that you repeat to yourself. For example, if self-doubt is an obstacle for you, you might use an affirmation like, "I am capable and strong." Visualizations involve creating a mental image of yourself successfully overcoming an obstacle. The more vivid and detailed you can make this image, the more powerful it can be. While personal practices are important, don't underestimate the power of community in overcoming obstacles. Connecting with others who are on a similar path can provide support, inspiration, and new perspectives. Look for groups or communities that align with your spiritual interests. These could be local meetups, online forums, or classes. When you find a community that resonates with you, don't be afraid to share your experiences, including the obstacles you're facing. You might be surprised at how many others have faced similar challenges. Sharing your experiences not only helps you feel less alone, but it can also give you new insights into your obstacles. Others might offer perspectives or solutions that you hadn't thought of, and by sharing what you've learned, you can help others too. Giving support can be just as valuable as receiving it. When you help someone else overcome an obstacle, you reinforce your own ability to face challenges. It's a win-win situation that strengthens the whole community. Now let's talk about something that many people find challenging: learning from setbacks. It's easy to feel discouraged when things don't go as planned. But setbacks can be incredibly valuable learning experiences if we approach them the right way. The first step is to reframe how you think about failures. Instead of seeing them as proof that you're not good enough or that your spiritual path is too hard, try to see them as feedback. They're simply showing you where you need to grow or what you need to learn next. When you encounter a setback, take some time to reflect on it. What happened? What can you learn from this experience? How can you use this lesson to move forward more effectively? By extracting lessons from your setbacks, you turn them into stepping stones for your growth. It's also important to remember that setbacks are a normal part of any journey, including your spiritual one. Everyone faces them. What sets successful people apart is not that they never fail, but that they keep going despite failures. One thing that can help you navigate obstacles and setbacks is cultivating patience. Personal and spiritual growth takes time. It's not a quick fix or an overnight transformation. It's a gradual process of learning, changing, and growing. Understanding this can help you stay committed for the long haul. Instead of getting frustrated when things don't change immediately, you can appreciate the small steps you're taking. Celebrate your small wins along the way. Did you meditate for 5 minutes today? That's a win. Did you catch yourself before reacting negatively to a situation? That's a win too. Staying committed to long-term growth means showing up consistently, even when you don't feel like it or when progress seems slow. It's about trusting the process and knowing that each small step is bringing you closer to your goals. As you progress on your spiritual journey, you might find yourself wanting to deepen your practice. This could involve exploring different spiritual traditions to see what resonates with you. Remember, spirituality is a personal journey, and what works for one person might not work for another. It's okay to explore and find your own path. Developing a personal ritual can be a powerful way to deepen your practice. This could be a daily meditation, a weekly nature walk, or any other practice that helps you connect with your spiritual side. The key is to make it personal and meaningful to you. Another important aspect of deepening your practice is integrating spirituality into your daily life. This means bringing your spiritual values and practices into your everyday activities. It could be as simple as pausing to take a few deep breaths before starting a task, or practicing kindness in your interactions with others. Now, all this inner work is important, but at some point, you need to take inspired action. It's not enough to just think about overcoming obstacles. You need to actually do something about them. Start by setting clear intentions. What do you want to achieve in your spiritual journey? What obstacles do you want to overcome? Be specific and write these intentions down. Next, create an action plan. Break down your big goals into smaller, manageable steps. What's one thing you can do today to move towards overcoming an obstacle? Maybe it's starting a daily meditation practice or reaching out to join a spiritual community. Taking action doesn't have to mean making huge changes all at once. Small, consistent actions can lead to big results over time. The important thing is to start and to keep going. As you start taking action, you'll want to focus on maintaining momentum. This is where building supportive habits comes in. Think about what daily or weekly habits would support your spiritual growth. Maybe it's setting aside time each morning for meditation or reflection, or perhaps it's regularly connecting with your spiritual community. Staying motivated can be challenging, especially when you're facing obstacles. One way to keep your motivation high is to regularly remind yourself why this journey is important to you. What are your deeper reasons for wanting to grow spiritually? Connecting with these reasons can help you push through difficult times. It's also important to be adaptable. As you grow and change, your spiritual needs might change too. Be open to adjusting your practices and goals as needed. What worked for you at the beginning of your journey might not be what you need now, and that's okay. Overcoming obstacles on your spiritual journey is a process. It involves recognizing your obstacles, changing your mindset, using practical tools, learning from setbacks, cultivating patience, deepening your practice, taking inspired action, and maintaining momentum. Remember, every obstacle you face is an opportunity for growth. It's a chance to become stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true self. So the next time you encounter an obstacle, take a deep breath and remind yourself, you've got this. We've covered a lot of ground in this video, and you might be feeling a bit overwhelmed. That's okay. You don't have to do everything at once. Start small. Pick one idea from this video that resonates with you and try implementing it in your life. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. There are many others out there facing similar challenges and working towards similar goals. Consider reaching out and connecting with others. Share your experiences, your challenges, and your victories. We'd love to hear from you. What obstacles have you faced on your spiritual journey? What techniques have you found helpful in overcoming them? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of overcoming obstacles on your spiritual journey. We hope you found it helpful and inspiring. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Keep going, keep growing, and trust in your own ability to overcome whatever obstacles come your way. Until next time, take care and stay committed to your spiritual growth. You've got this.